love, or welcome back to Beauty Bees. Today we're doing an update for my project polish. I have this project split into two parts. I have two, soon to be three, polishes that I am trying to finish, and then I have 4 to 5 polishes at any point that I'm trying to get to for uses. So let's start with the polishes that I am trying to finish. In general, I have been organizing this so that I have one like cream polish, or at least like a base polish, and then one topper. And currently, what I'm working on is a Big Apple Red from OPI. This is just a little mini, and I forgot to mark it before, but I am just below the widest part of this bottle, which means that the progress is going to start speeding up from now on. Not that the actual progress is going to speed up, but it will look like it's going down a lot faster, which I think will be super motivating for me. I only brought that in last month's update, I think, and I've used it twice, so definitely a lot of use left in that. The other polish I've been working on for the last few months is this Wet n Wild Fast Dry and Extraterrestrial. And I decided not to make another mark today. I probably could have, but it would have been just immediately underneath this green line. This has been moving very, very slowly for me. I have been using it. I would say I've probably used it 3 times this month. I actually have it on my toes right now. It's a pretty polish. It gives a nice iridescent sparkle to the nails. It is a little bit hard to remove for how relatively subtle the effect is, but it's fine. I like it. I'm just making such slow progress that I'm not finding this very motivating to work on. So I decided that I'm going to bring in another topper. I'm still going to keep this in the project. I'm still going to track my usage on it, but I'm probably going to focus mainly on this polish from Alicia's Lacquers. This is Ions of Neon, and it is a mixed glitter topper. There are matte glitters in orange, blue, pink, and purple. They are all like a neon color. There's a mix of different shapes. We have circles, glitters in 2 different sizes, as well as square glitters. It's a really fun mix. I have it swatched over a couple of polishes that I will show you towards the end. So that wraps up the polishes that I am working on to finish. Now let's talk about some polishes that I got to 4 uses this month. So the first was pretty much brand new to my collection when I brought this in. This is from Sally Hansen's Insta Dry line. It's the shade Does Not Come Cute. It is this really pretty, like, banana Laffy Taffy yellow shade. I quite enjoyed working with this. It is very delicate and very pretty. The way that I usually ended up wearing this, I think 3 out of the 4 times, I wore this as a base under some of the Orly confetti toppers. I have one that is very pink based, actually. It's what I have on the tips of my nails today. This is Let's Go Girls. It's very pink purple. I also have one that's blue green, and I don't remember for the life of me what that's called. Hopefully I have a note up here at the top about it. But I thought this was really pretty. It made a nice neutral base without being just brown or beige. It's also just a really pretty shade on its own. I think the 4th time I wore this, I wore it with this on top, and it was very delicate and very springtime. Love this shade. I think this is probably going to be mainly a springtime polish for me in the future, but I didn't have a hard time wearing it in the summer at all. It took me 1 month to get to 4 uses. This one I think was at 3 uses in the last update. This is Zoya Inez. It is a beautiful like raspberry pink with a gold flaky running through it. It's beautiful. This type of color is just my power color. It makes my hands look absolutely lovely. I feel really fierce wearing it. I enjoyed this a lot. I will absolutely be wearing this quite a bit, and you can see I haven't had this for very long, but there really is a pretty obvious fill line on it. I think I've even worn that at once since I hit my 4 uses. I can't stop wearing it. It's beautiful. Then I have one more polish that I've gotten to my 4 uses on. This is Disco Dinosaurs from Leish's Lacquers. It is a white based Crelly that has, actually I think it might be the same glitter mixture that is in Ions of Neon running through it. It's pretty scattered. I didn't absolutely love this polish. I thought it was a little bit hard to work with. I have it swatched here so that you can see. And it's just a little patchy. It's a little bit sticky. It doesn't self-level super easily, but the effect is worth it. This is really cute. However, I do prefer the other Leish's Lacquers Crelly that we'll talk about now, actually. Why not? This is Como Te Llamas. It's got a llama on it. And this is another white-based Crelly. This has a mixture of different black particles in it. And this looks like cookies and cream ice cream. I think it's adorable. But this has a little bit more of an opaque base to it than Disco Dinosaurs does. It also has a drop of gray in the base that I think makes it a little bit more easy to work with. I really enjoy this polish. I only used it once in the last month. I have 3 more uses to go, but I don't foresee that being a problem because this is beautiful. I also have this Color Club polish that I was working on last month. I am currently sitting at 3 uses on this one. So 1 more use and I will be rolling this out of the project. This is the shade Made in Malibu, and it is like eye-searingly pink. I have this one swatched out too. It is kind of chunky. It doesn't wear that well on the nails because I find that when I hit my nail against something, which I'm a very clumsy person, happens a lot more often than you would think. The fact that this is such a chunky polish causes it to kind of come off in pieces and I just lose like the top of my nail. I'll look down and I'll realize that, oh, I just don't have anything like right here on my middle finger. So I wear this mainly on my toes. It's more of a toe polish in my mind than a fingernail polish anyway, so that works out just fine. So now we get to the fun part, which are the 3 polishes that I am bringing in to get to 4 uses this month. So the first one is this very pretty, I want to call this like an Aegean blue from Zoya. It is a cream polish, but it has a little bit of that like plasticky matte finish to it that a lot of like neon polishes have. This is not neon by any stretch, but it still has that kind of finish to it. This is the shade Rocky. I wore this last month, actually in conjunction with Como Te Llamas. I did like every other nail and absolutely loved it. I thought it was beautiful. We'll probably end up wearing the same manicure this month too. That matte finish can be very easily rectified with a little bit of glossy top coat. It's not a problem for me. I would want to wear top coat with this anyway because I want this to stay on my nails as long as possible. This is a beautiful, beautiful color. The second polish, I am pretty sure that I have put in this project before, like maybe last year to get to 4 uses, but I decided it was time to bring it in for another round. This is Out of Pistachios from Wet n Wild. This is their Fast Dry AF line, which is what replaced the old Fast Dry line that the topper I showed you was from. This is a really pretty, like, soft mint shade, and I kind of want to work on this to sort of prep it to bring it in to finish. This, I think, would be a very doable polish for me to finish off because it's so easy. It doesn't wear particularly well. You really get like 2 days of decent wear out of it, but this is very convenient because it does dry so quickly. Like by the time you finish that first coat on your nails, they are ready for the second coat. I love that. It's a nice base for a variety of different toppers. I think it would be a great candidate to work on, but first I want to get to those, I guess, second 4 uses. And then the last polish that I have is from Cuticula, and this is the shade Cold Hearted, which I believe is Ice Queen themed, and I think it makes sense looking at it in the bottle. Unfortunately, on my nails, because I am so pink toned, I find that this pulls very yellow, which, I was being strategic here, is why I brought it in with these 2 shades, because I figured using either of these as a base would allow this to pick up more on the pinks and blues in this polish, and I thought it would be a really pretty transforming shade over these 2. I have a friend who is more warm toned, who was interested in trying some like shifty, like iridescent polishes. So I let her borrow this one and it looked beautiful on her. It was very much focused on the pinks and the blues. I'm hoping I can get a similar effect by using this as a topper because it is stunning. So let me show you my swatches of what I'll be working on this month. I got a little bit confused and swatched Disco Dinosaurs rather than Comote Llamas, but they're similar enough that you can get an idea of the color story I will be working with. So here is Zoya Rocky, and on both Zoya Rocky and Out of Pistachios, on the tips I have added a little bit of ions of neon so you can see how that would play with these 2 colors. I think it works really nicely on both, very summery. And then here is the Cuticula. All of these, well, at least these 4, are in 3 coats. I think that the pink might be in 2. I think it'll be a really fun set of polishes to work on. I'm looking forward to this month. And I think that about wraps up this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Please consider liking and subscribing if you did. And I hope I see you guys in the next one. Bye, y'all.